What is up, guys? It's a psychedelic meathead, Ben Johnston, and I'm checking in with you guys to give you an update on my health, which is deteriorating most of the time, but I'm trying to fix everything. Okay, so one of my issues I have issues in my leg. Okay, many people aren't aware of it, but I've been suffering with a lot of issues with my hamstring over the last 2.5, possibly even 3 years. It affects everything I do, but my problem is I'm very stubborn. So I don't like being told what to do. I don't like being told, I don't like taking advice from people, if that makes sense, you know. Not that I think I'm always right. I just, when someone tells me to back off from doing something what I love, as a human you become attached to certain things. So you become very argumentative. So for example, like I'm having these issues with my leg and someone's telling me maybe you should take a step back from training. And I'm like defensive straight away, because it's like, for me, like training is the most important thing, right? You know, this is what I do, and if I can't train, then I really don't know what I do with my life. And then that was my way of thinking for so long. And I'm not saying that is the best way to think, I'm not saying it's the wrong way, I'm not saying it's the right way to think, but it's not very, it's not going to be very productive for my future goals, you know. It's going to be very counterintuitive, because if I carry on causing issues to my leg, then, you know, you never know how bad these can become. So, like, it got so bad, especially like last summer, when I was working a different job, I couldn't walk. Literally, like, I remember I was at work, on their behalf, they should have sent me home. Like, they really should have sent me home. So for them, it's like, if someone is trying to sellotape ice packs to the back of their legs and they can't walk, surely you'd send them home from work, right? But they didn't. So I was off work after that for a while, sick. Couldn't really fix the problem. I had a scan on my back and it seemed to believe that my issue was sciatica, which still might be the problem, but I had physio a couple of weeks ago and we seem to think it might be a different issue. We still haven't determined what the actual problem is. So unfortunately, I'm having to take a step back from training. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop training, but it means like my legs. So I train heavy often. I don't really have light days. And the fact that my hamstring isn't firing on all cylinders, just like my head, I'm still able to lift a sufficient amount of weight. Like, I'm not the strongest guy there is, but every single time I step into the gym, I'm always able to squat 200 kilos plus. All deadlift over 200 kilos, like every single time I walk into a gym. And the fact that my hamstring isn't working properly, therefore my calf isn't working properly, and therefore that's going to have issues to my quad which isn't working properly, I'm still able to be reasonably strong. But by keep doing this stubbornness, so like I'm in pain right now, if I go on the floor and I roll around for a bit and stretch it out, the pain will ease off and I can probably go to the gym and train. But it keeps very counterintuitive. I'm going to keep doing more and more damage to my leg, which I don't want to happen. Like, life is about taking control and realizing that sometimes your issues in your life are brought on by yourself and by your actions and by by not stepping up and being an adult and actually taking control of problems in your life, everything in life. So I try and eat from, even like diet wise, like I know I was injured, especially last year when I blew my wrist out. I changed the way how I was eating to try and take control of the situation. Now this is going to go on to maybe a different rant, but it's like I see all the time that people constantly want to complain about everything which is going wrong in their life, but most of the time I talk to these people, the issues they're having, they can fix by making a few adjustments to their life. When you give them the answer, they don't want the answer, they carry on arguing. You know, they always want to suffer. Like, we live in a world where people, as humans, I think we do like suffering. Like, a lot of us really don't want to feel healthy and feel happy, and we have this self-destructive switch what is inside of us. And we're all guilty of this. Me, myself, with my leg, very, very self-destructive for a very long time, you know. I've got issues, and instead of trying to fix it, I make it worse. It's like, I remember a few months ago, towards the end of the summer, I was working 60 hours every week for a month and I was in pain. and I was taking ibuprofen every single day, popping this like candy. That's counterintuitive. That's just gonna fuck my body up. Yeah, I'm gonna make the money, but I'm losing my health. So there's this like balance we need to find. This balance between health, a balance between wealth. You know, if you have health, then you do have wealth. Just because you don't have a big paycheck every single month, but if you are happy and you're healthy, then money will always come to you because you're vibrating on a higher frequency and you're viewing things differently. So you're not feeling down, you're not feeling depressed, law of attraction. I can get onto that on a different subject. My issue is I can't stick to one subject when I'm talking, but I kind of just enjoy talking. So yeah, taking control of things, and I wasn't for so long. But with what I do every few months, I have a very intense psychedelic experience. Is this video going to go on to talking about psychedelic experiences? Should I do that, or should I save it for a different video? Because it's like, I'm like an onion, you know, and I stress myself out. I'm like an onion, I have different layers. So I'm trying to talk about my leg, and I'm going to end up talking about psychedelics. But it's like, for me, they all bleed into one thing. They all connect each other. So I've got issues in my leg, but the psychedelics, boom, connect to here. Okay, the meditation, then I haven't got another hand, it connects into here. So everything kind of leads together. So from my experiences with psychedelics, have made me become a lot more self-aware of my actions and my behaviour. And there's been many situations in my life where I don't think my behaviour was necessarily acceptable and was really fair towards a different human being who I was interacting with. Becoming more self-aware and self-conscious, I'm able to go back to these situations and I'm still able to learn a lesson. I know it sounds crazy, but I've always been very in tune with kind of seeing images in my head. So I can sit in a meditational state, I can relive certain situations from a third person perspective and realise where I did wrong and realise how actually my behaviour wasn't acceptable. Many people aren't aware to do this. Many people get very, very defensive. Like I said, I was like this as well, very defensive. And we do become very defensive as people. We have this mechanism inside of us when someone says something we don't necessarily like and agree with, boom, we're straight away like, what? How can you say it? But sometimes you need to sit and listen. We have two ears and we have one mouth. Sometimes we need to zip this and open these. Lend your ears to somebody, because someone's opinion of you doesn't need to become your reality, basically, you know. But people, they don't know you completely, but they still interact with you. And if your behaviour towards them isn't, you're not being as supportive as you could be. You know, you're not being as understanding about the other person's situation, because we all want to put ourselves in the centre of the universe. But you all have to remember, like, every single person has gone through something traumatic in their life. Even if someone's gone through doing bad to you, don't always judge them on that experience. Try and know why that happened, because forgiveness is the most important thing. And I'm not getting angry with people because the way how they might not act the way how you expect them to. You don't control anybody in life. No one has the right to control anyone. And what you do have the right to do is to help people rebuild themselves, help people to find themselves. You know, we walk this journey of life, and we honestly have no idea where we are. You know, we have the theories. You know, we have like belief systems. People who are very religious believe that God built the earth in 7 days, and there's two people called Adam and Eve. You know, people believe the evolution theory, that we were, you know, the Big Bang theory and we evolved. People believe, and those are other crazy ideas. But to be an adult and have an adult conversation, to realise that, okay, when you step into the conversation talking about life, you do not know anything about life. Listen to people's theories, you know, and listen to people with an open heart. It's the most important thing. Always have your heart open to learn something new. Now, with my personal experiences with psychedelics, I've got a very interesting way of looking at the world. But it still doesn't give me an answer. Like, I don't know where I come from. You step into this different reality, this different universe, talking about geometric patterns. You know, I can't keep going on about psychedelics when I'm talking about my leg, you know, so, and I want to save that for another video to go into more detail. But I'm the kind of person who is always here, and here. I can't just focus on one subject. And I have this problem when someone asks me a question, I go too much off the scale, which is cool. I like it. It brings a different kind of feel to me as a person. So I'll make a video talking more about how I believe psychedelic plants have helped me to raise my consciousness and move forward to become a better, more rounded human being. Not perfect, because no one on this earth is perfect, and I still have a lot of understanding and a lot of accepting I need to do to make myself move forward. Okay, so back to my leg. I've got physio in a couple of days again. Hopefully we're going to start moving forward. Maybe they're on about putting some acupuncture to my leg, even injecting a form of steroid into my leg. I don't know what the end result is going to be, but I'm just happy that I can get rid of this pain, because it locks onto my hamstring, locks onto my knee, and locks onto my calf, and I can't really work as well. It affects me, like I can't even stand at work, and it's not good. Like, I'm not a lazy person, like I can push through pain, but I don't want to keep causing more issues to myself. So this was a all over the place style video. I want to do more talking videos. I've been doing a lot of training videos, but I've been kind of slacking off just because I've had a lot going on in my personal life, a lot going on. So you're going to get distracted. You don't really want to talk to people or talk to the camera, but I'm feeling good. I'm optimistic about how life is going. I need to fill you guys in about my journey to Peru. If you're not aware, I am planning on moving to South America, to Peru, to further my education in the plant medicine. I want to give a big part of my life to this, and hopefully in return help people try and refine themselves and reconnect themselves. I'm Ben Johnston. I'm the Psychedelic Meathead. I'll finish off this video by, you know what guys, always have faith and always believe in yourself, okay? I'm dyslexic, so I had big issues with my reading and my writing. I suffer with ADD, which is attention deficit disorder. So I have issues with paying attention to something too much. But I find the things what really help me to rise my vibrations, I pay a lot of attention to. So I think I just get bored of boring shit a lot more easier than somebody else. And I'm also dyspraxic. So dyspraxic means hand and eye coordination isn't very good. See, I couldn't even catch a fucking lid. But it's something I work on. Like, I think your weaknesses can become your strengths. Okay? So that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take it easy. Like, subscribe if you want to share, or write me a comment. My YouTube, well, this is my YouTube, my Instagram. I will plug myself really quickly. So if you guys are interested in seeing my Instagram, we have it here. Is it going to focus? Yeah, okay. So it's Remember Why with 2 M's. And my Instagram, I've got many pictures of how I look in the gym. Pretty jacked. Just everyday kind of life. If you want to head over to my Instagram, give me a follow. And you can send me a message if you come from YouTube and you subscribe, or you follow me on Instagram. Give me an inbox and we can talk back and forward, okay? And even I'm open, my internet connection isn't great. We're hoping to move house soon. I even want to get onto Skype. I want to do maybe a podcast with people, because there's some very interesting people who watch my videos, like, and we can have good, awesome conversations. Podcast, spread information. Information is there to be spreaded. Okay, guys, like, subscribe, share. Peace, love, and unity. If that doesn't come across too cheesy. Okay, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.